And an extra mortar. Once we can. Okay. Time for us now to deal with the Eldritch Horrors. Mind Flayers and Beholders are in play. This could get nasty very, very fast. More shredding would probably be worthwhile in places like this. Let's pop them down here and there just to thin things out a bit. Keep an eye on mana. I rely on you, chat. It is a. It looks like we already had a Beholder pop. Oh, those are missiles from robots, aren't they? Let's level you up. Perhaps push it a little bit further, but that actually went surprisingly well. Attacks against bleeding enemies have an extra 5% chance to crit. I think that is going to be perfect, especially since we've just deployed a couple more shredders around. And in fact, along that line, I'm going to add even more, just to make sure that things are still bleeding by the time they get over here. Oh! Oh, they can just end naturally! That is the first time I've seen that happen. That's very interesting. Alright, let's continue to invest in education. Cost is 5 per shot right now. What made the Obelisk mana cost drop? Increase the crit? I actually don't know. Yeah, it is an interesting score, isn't it? So there is a lot of nastiness getting this far, and I really don't like it. I was hoping that this would thin them out a bit more, but... Make no mistake, if anything lasts this long, like, if it gets to the base, we die. Because at this point, I have maximized the amount of money I get out of them at the cost of making them more dangerous to us. I'm actually kind of feeling like another obelisk might be the way to go. Okay, all towers gain crit chance equal to their level but lose 1 base damage. Again, quality over quantity 2. We're going to do it. Because we now have a 35% chance for a crit on our obelisk. We've got a 50% chance of getting a ×2 crit on the Tesla Tower, and a 39% chance to get a ×3 crit on the Tesla Tower. Yes, it drops their damage, but that crit chance is going to be key, I think. Alright, let's... well, we've explored that one all the way out, so I guess we're expanding this one. Oh! Oh! Have we actually got so many areas now that they're all going to be terminations? Oh! We're probably at the point now where that... Yeah, it's probably dropping down the ends because we're reaching a point where we're about to hit the final level, sort of. I'm going to place down some more biplanes. I want you to go for the fastest opponent with the least shield and least armor. I think that crit chance has really started to help. Look at the things just melt to that. Oh, ye of little faith. Going for double crit chance would drop their base damage too much? No, 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 no. Yeah, 45 is the last level, and then you've won the run. You get a bunch of mana, and you can go off and upgrade your towers and such. Yes, let's get the maximum mortar AoE. Alright, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna pop in another obelisk. I'm also gonna upgrade its shield to the point that it can melt a shield. Oops, I went a little bit too far. Never mind. And then we're gonna pop in more mana banks down here. Alright. Yeah, the massive anti-shield is basically a sniper weapon. It's got a ridiculous range. And honestly, you can train it into whatever you want. Because it just starts with a high shield destruction. You can make it an armor destroyer if you want to, depending on how you invest money in it. I think I would like another poison sprayer here. Most shield. Okay, now we've got 2 obelisks firing at the same time. Scary times. The mobs just want to kill Wall Street. Okay, all biplanes do bleed damage. Or we can increase the maximum damage from poison, and I think we need to... No, we can't, no. We're going to go with the biplanes, but damn, I really feel... that increasing the poison tick would have been a stronger push. Magic Studies +1. Nice. Well, you could put an obelisk down and just purely train it on shield, yeah, but I tend to spread out its damage potential. Apparently I just got an achievement called Expanded Learning. Yeah, we've got an 11% chance to just naturally increase damage for everything. Now, I could build more universities and increase the amount of chances that I have to increase it, but I don't really feel the need to. Let's continue to expand this out. And, alright, let's seal off that side. Biplanes moving in. Oh, they've got a different target, it looks like. Or are they circling? And that must be terrifying. There's this bunch of planes just all veering off and heading your way. Go for the fastest, please. Honestly, at this point, this Tesla tower must be doing stupidly well for itself. And yet, somehow, it's not doing as well as I would have imagined. Okay, Super Tower. We've just hit a level 50 tower. I wonder what the highest... If there's a... Oh, okay, I don't know what those things are. They're an entirely new type of enemy. They're pushing through. Oh dear me. They're pushing through. Time to rapidly upgrade the towers. Whatever they just did terrifies me. What are they? Oh, they're mini portals. Okay. Where's he at? And we've now got an 11% chance to get a 4 times critical. That's rather glorious. We'll do the same over here. Let's take this all the way up to 20 at least. Right. Oh! Oh. So, chat. Apparently you can make a laser beam that poisons people. Actually, of course you can. I mean, maybe not a laser beam specifically, but you can definitely irradiate people with a beam weapon. So, sure. Ooh. I'm kind of tempted. Not gonna lie. How far would this be able to reach? It could reach quite far. Okay, fair enough. Let's go for most armor, most health. I was tempted to put a biplane on that, but honestly, they're already stupidly long range. We don't need to do that. How's our mana? Our mana is actually draining. That tug of war with mana is scary. I really don't like seeing the mana drop that fast. Let's try and get up to 200 mana a second, and then I'll be a little bit more content with that. There we go. Let's get you nice and beefy. Sure, that will give ballista towers more range. While we're down here, let's tap into these siphons as well. I kind of feel like a frost keep up here would be a solid option, just on this corner. And a test of fire. Just to help thin out what's coming my way. Let's take all of these up to 10. Actually, 15 would probably be a bit better. Even though that's easily one of the safest paths. How's this doing? Let's bump its shield melting capabilities, but mostly into armor melting. And the opposite for the poison spewer. Want this to be all about melting shields, a little bit about melting armor, mostly shields. I do wish that the UI wouldn't hang over things, though. It does make watching the action when you're at the point where you're upgrading stuff, well, not very easy to do. We can have ballistas make things slow. No, we want anti-magic right too. We've got enough slow towers around everywhere that shouldn't be a biggie for us. Okay, time to bump you up on the next round. Let's get a portal down there. My god, those are expensive levels. come back to it. Fear not, my brothers! I feel that maybe if they feared a little bit more, actually, there may have been more of a chance that they would survive. But, you know. Yeah, this thing is just melting stuff. This high-level Tesla Tower is absolutely melting things. And it is amazing. This obelisk is just stripping all the armor away from everything as well, which is glorious. The thing is, though, it's targeting things based on their armor, but it's basically burrowing through shields in order to get to the armor. Just continue to bump it up, though. It's now got a 50% chance of a ×2 crit. Which, for an obelisk that's doing this much damage, that must be quite terrifying. I love how these massive groups spawn in the range of the Tesla fires, and then the group is down to like 2 or 3 things left. Can't even follow what's happening in there. Go with bleed damage. We're using 9 mana a shot there. We're using 15 mana a shot for this. 15 mana per shot. Mind you, it's doing 1,500 damage to everything within its area of effect. So, you know, let's not downplay that. But dear God. And yet, it's got ×4 crits at 14%. Yeah, only 1 shot per second, so it's not quite as disgustingly mana hungry as something like this, for example. But we're going to continue leveling that up. Right, we're going to need to get some more banks, I think. More banks all the time? Yeah, the obelisk did jump in mana consumption. It's currently now drinking 10 per shot, which is why we're building more banks. Gotta keep ahead of that mana curve. Get up to 250 a second, and then I should be okay. I'm starting to understand why the minions want to destroy our capital now, considering how many bloody banks are in it. A few things are still getting past. Mostly when they're spawning, yeah. $11 per shot at this point. You know what? I kind of feel like another shredder would be a good move. These things are naturally leveling quite well. 29 modifier on there. Alright. Oh god. Oh god. Do we? Alright, yeah, we're going for it then. We've now, on our obelisk, got a 50% chance of a ×2, 50% times of a chance of a ×3, or a 19% chance of a ×4. We've got maximum critage on the Tesla Tower. There is a 50% chance that it will do 4 times its normal damage. Dear God. And its normal damage is in the thousands. So yes. If we lose at this point, it is hubris that killed us. Which is about par for the course for me. Okay, well, I could have built loads of these and just dumped loads of money in it to just keep increasing our damage, but this is it. I wonder what the final boss is going to be like. Also, I kind of want to build another obelisk. Feels like a very, very silly move. And yet here we are, with me contemplating it. This is it, chat. Oh my god, what? Big brain noogie. Okay, so we started off with a regular old troll who got cut down, then came back because it was an undead troll, and then got turned into a robot troll, and now it is just a giant brain. We've got 49,000 bleed on Big Brain Oogie, though. Good God. Just wow. We're going to get up to 300 mana a second, I think. Then I will consider us safe. All of the banks, all of the time. There you go. Hello, Big Brain Oogie. Obelisk! Obelisk, do your job! Obelisk! Big Brain Oogie! Not the little ones! Oh my god. Okay, fine, whatever. It's got 70... Okay, hang on a second. Just... What? No. No, I want to... I want to see how much... Okay, 75,714 stacks of bleed, 22,044 stacks of fire, and 17,837 stacks of poison. I think that brain is about to pop. Think of Mango. Poor Mango. Poor Mango. Alright. Defeated all 45 levels, plus 990 XP. Victory bonus, plus 450 XP. New single defense record. 861 bonus XP. What did I just walk into? That's winning. On the easiest difficulty. That is going to be a lot of new cards here. Oh yeah. The crit from bleed is like the bonus crit that you do that causes bleed. Isn't that from bleeding enemies though? Like you get a 5% bonus off bleeding enemies, and then you apply that as bleed. Oh. 75k bleed aneurysm. Wow. Alright, let's head out. Let's have a quick look at what our stats are down here, though. -3 base damage on pretty much everything. +2 health damage, +3 armor damage, +3 shield damage. 5 times 3 times level % crit, +1 range. Can you destroy the portals? I don't think so. Alright, I think we're about to buy all of the cards. Let's have a look at the monster manual first. Let's find out what we just fought. Hovering Portal has 10,000 health, 10,000 armor, 10,000 shield. It heals 300 a second of everything. This strange creation is understood poorly. While not a creature, it does possess some qualities of one, namely its ability to repair and regenerate itself and its defenses. It seems to provide a direct connection between our world and another. Bizarre flying creatures pour out of this connection. The only way to close the portal seems to be its destruction. So basically, as this was moving around, it was spawning more things. That's terrifying. Alright. Right. But the bleed you're thinking of is these. Exsanguinate and Exsanguinate 2. Critical hits deal additional blah 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 of the target's current bleed damage as extra bleed damage. Same down here. Ignite and Ignite 1. Critical hits deal at 10% of the target's current burn as extra burn damage. So basically it keeps stacking itself up. Alright. Time for us to make our obelisks ridiculous. There we are. Better lenses. Now... what do we want to go for? We could go for mana capacity. Probably worth it. Honestly, why don't I just grab all of this? There we go. Now we're going to have a nice chunky bit of hit points to play with. I'm glad to have grabbed all of that, but... in terms of weapons, I think we want the encampment. Because it lays landmines around. We'll grab barbed wire as well. Grab proximity fuses. All landmines gain an additional 1 damage shield. No Man's Land. All encampments gain additional range. That's a pretty solid one for both of them, actually. We can go for Punji Sticks, Firestorm, and Bouncing Betties. Let's grab both of those. So we can do Bleed, Burn, and Poison there as well. Proximity Fuse, Barbed Wire, 2. I think that's good. Yeah, encampment near the base can be a lifesaver if something rushes by. Yeah, absolutely. A lookout with an obelisk. That's a crazy idea, yeah, because if the lookout and the obelisk had the same targeting parameters, then once the lookout targeted something, it would mark it, because basically the way the lookouts work, spots enemies and adds this tower's stats to all damage the marked target takes. So you make one mega lookout and a mega obelisk. Can you stack lookouts? I don't know. It's a good question. That is a very good question. Alright, chat. We've been going for a long time now. We've been going for 11 hours. I'm not at all sure how long that last run took. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that last run took a while.